Alright, YouTube, I'm back for more D&T action. I'm on the play with a sweet opening hand that leads Mom into Thalia, with also some other degrees of interaction. Also, I'm kind of hungry. Don't know if you're hungry. Maybe it's lunchtime for many of you. But I had a little salad for a snack. I'm not getting real dinner for like 3 more hours. But I don't know that it's quite worth eating anything else. So I'm not sure if I'm going to suffer while hungry, while my opponent makes their mulligan decision, or whether I'm going to find food. Currently unclear what the best line of play is there. Might be some little panda snacks. These little, like, Japanese cookies filled with cream that are pretty delicious. I might be getting one of those. What? Enters the battlefield tapped unless you control 2 or fewer other lands. You've got me. You've got me. I have no idea. Plateaus are like $1 on Magic Online. So I don't know why you would play that. No Mom attack. I don't know what's going on. Please tell me you were trying to play a Blood Moon and then you didn't realize that Thalia was in play. Oh, Seething Song. Is this like sneak attack? Like the Through the Breach sneak attack thing? Just hardcast Inferno Titan. That's actually not bad. Which is weird to say. What am I protecting? I think I'm supposed to protect Thalia. Although, like, protecting Mom and porting them off City of Traders seems sweet too, but I don't know that they can do much with a Thalia in play. Let's get that out of the way. Oh yeah. So they couldn't do anything this turn. And they probably can't do anything ever if I port them. So while it's tempting to spend a turn deploying Brimaz to just exponentially increase my clock, I think it's fine to just, like, play new cards as I hit land drops. They only have so many Simian Spirit Guides. And then when I hit one more land drop, I can deploy a 3-drop threat. Inspiring Vantage still confuses me. What would I recruit her for? Revoker on sneak attack? Sanctum Prelate on 4 or 5. I don't know their deck list well enough to actually make that decision. So I think I'm just going to put a clock into play. I think Thalia plus Port is enough disruption anyway. I'd really just like to draw a Wasteland. I feel like the game ends on the spot if that occurs. So I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I need to do 5 next turn in order to kill them, which Brightling could do. Okay. Sideboarding. I think yes. I think yes. I think yes. Probably not. Maybe? I'm a little confused about what my opponent's doing. So it's gonna carry over into my sideboarding here. So like, Jete is gonna go out. The generic beaters at the top of the curve here are probably not ideal. Mom also probably isn't great. Like, my opponent might have some red removal, but it might be some things like Sudden Shock or Kozilek's Return that Mom isn't good against anyway. So maybe let's get rid of the Moms, get rid of the Avengers. Pull Brightling since it's a mana sink. And maybe pull a Stoneforge. Actually, the Stoneforge package seems very slow. Let's keep an Avenger in and just cut down to 2 pieces of equipment and 2 Stoneforges. Not super sure what the white is for. Could just be for a lock piece, like blanking on the name of it, the Battlefield Forge as well. So all the red-white cards, red-white lands. Sorry, it could be for the white enchantment that costs a white and a 1, that activated abilities cost 2 more to suppression field. There we go. Activated abilities cost 2 more to activate. Grizzlebrand and Nahiri. Okay. Nahiri explains the white. That's just another enabler. What does this do? When it deals combat damage to a player or planeswalker, you may discard any number of cards. If you do, draw that many cards and add that much red. Until end of turn, you don't lose this mana as steps and phases end. Okay, I don't care about that. wish I could just Palace Jailer that, but I have to Swords of Plowshares that. So this can be the turn that my opponent can do something big and dumb. Oh, I wonder if they have, like, the boar, too. Isn't there a boar that does similar things? Are you going to ambush me mid-combat with something? Feels like some sort of through the breach thing is happening. So I think I'm just going to Flicker Wisp and blink one of my lands so I can have Swords of Plowshares up, rather than just, like, slam Palace Jailer and see what happens. Oh, it's a Kozilek's return. I see. Yeah, that's all fine. So you have mana now. What do you have to do with it? Don't be Emrakul. I told you not to be Emrakul. I don't know what was unclear about the instructions. You do still have to kill me. What do you got? Ah. So it enters the battlefield. I can have you draw 3, or if you don't, mill 3, and I take that much damage. It seems like a damned if you do, damned if you don't situation. I'm not giving them 3 cards. I'm going to just risk that I'm alive and risk that I draw planes for Source of Plowshares. I was not alive, but I wouldn't have beat those 3 cards anyway. Okay, so I have a slightly better idea of what's going on now. But I don't think it's going to much change my sideboarding. Yeah, I think I'm just going to hit submit here. We're really just hoping to open on like an Aether Vial and Thalia or Aether Vial and Port Hand and just ruin my opponent that way. So I haven't actually seen a sneak attack yet, but I have to imagine that it's in the deck. I would like to play first. How good is Rashadenport? I don't think quite good enough to keep this 7. This is a much better 6. I think that's going to go to the top. Prelate is a little questionable because my opponent's win conditions are probably scattered at various converted mana costs. But it's probably a great follow-up play to Thalia. Atali Primal Storm. Whenever it attacks, exile the top card of each player's library. You may cast any number of non-land cards without paying their mana cost. I see. All my random spot removal is looking kind of good. there's a very real world where porting them is just better than anything else. I'm gonna name 4. That will get Nahiri and Sneak Attack. And also stop them from going Soul Land into one of those cards this turn. Alright, so it has to deal combat damage to a player or planeswalker in order for that discard thing to happen. So if I play out Brimaz just blocks, creates a cat, has 5 power, or sorry, has 5 toughness, so I don't take damage. That seems fine. Be a wicked K return spot, by the way. Just throwing that out there. Am I supposed to give them the cards and hope that they poop themselves? Or just, like, spin the roulette wheel and hope that they mostly hit lands? I'm gonna give them the cards. Like, I don't want to hit random stuff like this. And hopefully Prelate invalidates some of their stuff. Great draw. Great draw. Super happy with that. I can port them, that leaves them on 4. They'll presumably play a land, maybe a soul land, and be at 5 or 6 mana. I don't think the difference in porting them is as big as the difference of having access to a Sword of Fire and Ice. Because if they play some big, fat, dumb red creature, I want to be able to punch through it. I think I want to aggro close out this game, with my opponent having double Ancient Tomb and being at 10 life now after activating one of those. Wasteland is good. So if I go Sword Equip, that's 4. So Sword Equip is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 damage. I can make it 9 damage if I attack in with Stoneforge, but I don't think I want to do that, because I also want to Wasteland. I'm thinking about this versus Waste and Port, though. I think I'm going to do it like this. I'll put that on the Prelate. So this puts them to 2. The Ancient Tombs are shut off. And then I can Wasteland. I even beat an Emrakul at this point, so good stuff. Opponent's deck was cool. Usually D&T just crushes these, like, red cheat creatures in decks. But now there's a lot of these, like, new cards that are giving this archetype more life, and there might actually be a high enough density of those now that, like, this becomes not good, but a more playable deck than it used to be. Got that.